All right, guys, this is post-production. I had a different intro plan for this video, but I didn't really like it. I thought it was kind of corny being in the car. Plus, I had some stuff that I wanted to talk about and say. I'm trying to edit down the videos a little bit shorter. I feel like the longer form factor content is not. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't sit down and watch the entire workout all the way through, so I'm gonna just do a couple sets. Maybe a set from each movement, and then some pose down and yap. Basically, is how this is gonna go. So a little bit of what I wanted to get into was mindset and just being successful in whatever it is you want to do. In my case, it was losing the weight and getting into competitive bodybuilding. So I'm just gonna start by talking about like how I started. I got into it a little bit on the first video, but I didn't really go very deep into that. So, as cliche as it sounds, I started this whole thing like right after high school. A girl really hurt my feelings that I was dating for a long time. And more of the story, it was more or less because of what I looked like because I was really overweight. And I really wanted to change that, obviously. It was something that motivated me in the beginning, but motivation only lasts for so long. That probably motivated me to start losing the weight, but what kept me engaged to it was discipline and knowing that I wanted that for myself. I didn't want to do it for her. I didn't want to do it for anyone else. I wanted to do it for me. And along the way, I kind of found, I mean, not kind of, I definitely found a love for bodybuilding because, I mean, you can look at my room. I have a flag of Arnold and a flag of Ronnie just chilling on the wall in my little man cave. So it's obviously an obsession. I live and breathe it. It's the only one of the only things that I care about outside of family and my job, which everybody's got to work a job, me included. Got to keep making money, but that's completely irrelevant to the point of the video. The point of this is that you should not ever let somebody make you feel like you can't achieve what you want in life. When I first started this whole thing and I started losing the weight, there was a ton of people that were actually giving me negative reinforcement, kind of telling me that what I wanted to do and losing all that weight was a pretty high mountaintop and that I should be more realistic. Well, I didn't fucking like that. I'm just gonna be real. I didn't fucking like that. I felt like I could do it all the way through and I could get down to 12% body fat. That's what I wanted was 12% body fat. And well, now I'm 220 pounds with abs and veins all over the place in the off season. So obviously we blew that expectation out of the water. And now I want to compete. I want to be a pro bodybuilder. There's nobody in the world that can tell me that I can't do it because I will do it. It's just a matter of time. So all that comes down to what you do each and every single day, right? You check boxes, you do the things you know that you need to do. For me, for example, like my coach has, I check in every single day on the coaching app that I use. For me, it's making sure that I get my 2 gallons of water. Um, making sure that I'm recording all my meals. I got all my food in. Recording my training. Did I progress training wise? Did I get adequate sleep? All that stuff. Those are boxes that you check every single day. I guess if you were doing something else, like I don't know, if you wanted to be better at school, then you made sure you spent a couple hours after school to study. It doesn't have to be just bodybuilding. Granted, this is a bodybuilding channel, so it is obviously what I care about, and it's what I want to share with the world. But it could be literally anything. You can do literally anything you want in the world, and if you think that the top names in bodybuilding like Arnold or Ronnie or Jay didn't have tons of negative reinforcement on their way to the top, you're crazy wrong because they definitely did. I mean, Arnold came from a foreign country where bodybuilding wasn't even popular. He came here broke dick nothing and became one of the most famous bodybuilders in the world, the governor, all this crazy shit. So there's nothing in the world that could stop you from doing whatever it is you want to do, and that comes down to definitely discipline over motivation. Um, like for example, a lot of people are guilty of coming home at the end of the day and just beating the shit out of themselves for like, damn, I was just bad today. Today was an off day. I had a bad day. Instead of that, take some time at the end of the day to actually think about what went wrong and how you can fix that. So like from my perspective, like I lately have been getting like this tweak in my knee, in my left knee. It's been hurting me. It's been causing me to have some pretty shitty leg days. So instead of just like complaining about that and not having a solution for it, I reached out to my coach at the end of the day, told him what was going on, and we brainstormed and thought about it. And we realized that my ankle mobility is pretty poor. I need to work on my ankle mobility. And in the meantime, either A, get a flat shoe or go barefoot. So what did I do the next week? I went barefoot and we're back to normal. Instead of just complaining about the things that are bothering you, proactively coming up with a change to make a difference is definitely the best way to go about it. Things cannot, I mean, if you're complaining about your problems, that's not a solution. A solution is coming up with something to progress the problem into a solution. This is difficult.
You did really good for a long time.
I feel so nervous talking on the camera. It's unreal. She gave me another vanilla Coke Zero because I'm still insanely nervous to talk in front of the camera, and I'm losing my ever living fucking mind right now. But it's totally okay. I'm trying to be authentic as I possibly can be because I don't want to portray a personality that is not even really me. Because this is me. I'm just extremely fucking high strung. Like I get very nervous, and I'm currently very nervous to talk to you guys. But it was so important to me to start this channel and get my message out there and inspire others to do better in their own lives that I don't really care how uncomfortable it makes me. I'll get good at it. That's all there is to it. Moral of the story is that motivation only gets you so far. Um, it the one thing that is going to carry you throughout any of your goals is going to be discipline and dedication. If you dedicate yourself and discipline yourself to do all the stuff that you know you got to do, even if you don't know what that is, do the research, take the time. In my case, it is having a bodybuilding coach. Me having a coach in the last couple of years has progressed me as a bodybuilder in terms of knowing what to do, when to do it, and why. It's been huge. So dedicating yourself to something and doing the research is going to carry you further, because if you really want it, it will happen. It will happen as long as you care enough to do the research and do the things that are going to get you there. That's pretty redundant. I've said that a million times, but it's just the truth. So all I'm really trying to say is every single day, take the steps to achieve your goals. The more you do that every single day, the closer you are going to be to your goals. In my case, it's going to the gym every single day and eating my diet every single day and not straying from that. The more habitual you are about good habits in your routine, the more likely you are to achieve your goals. That took me forever to get out. Jesus Christ. That was rough. Anyhow, that's enough yap. I just wanted to say those couple things, and I hope you guys enjoy the workout. I'm gonna continue editing it out, and you guys may see this one next week. Not really sure when I'm gonna upload it. I know that I put a ton of back content on this channel. Right now, we are emphasizing the back quite a bit, but that's pivoting. Coach has decided that we did put a lot of size on my back because we did. So we're gonna kind of pivot the focus into more arms and delts because those need to come up quite a bit. So yeah, guys, enjoy the workout. General objective: get a big back. Starting with flat bias, I already warmed up. This movement's getting pretty heavy. Got 170 pounds on the stack right now, which is like 3/4 of the stack. So this one's one of those drive your elbows through the hip type movements. I like to lean to one side more than the other. So let's get into it. Oh, goal for that movement is high reps. It's a 15 rep range. So pretty sure I just got 15. 15 is the top end. So next week, I'm going to have to progress that one up probably to 180 and see if I can come close. Doubt it. I actually started this one at like 120 pounds, fun fact. Maybe less than that, probably like 110 pounds at the start of the bulk. So strength is absolutely insane right now. Notice how I was trying really hard not to let form slip either on these. You start like fucking throwing it around. You're defeating the purpose. Don't get me wrong, it starts to slip a little bit in the end. There's a little bit of French that goes to it. All right, enough yap. Gotta get busy and grow. I'm such a social guy. I have a tendency to yap with my friends at the gym. Not enough to lose the pump though. Straight into lat pullovers. This one I've been rocking with 120 as of late. That is max all the way out. God, am I getting taller? Rep range up into 20. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to raise the weight on that one. That's next week. We'll go around with the pullovers. Started to get sweaty, so I had to reveal the pump. All right, bar set pretty high for this one in terms of weight and reps. This is not going to be very fun, but I love it at the same time. Oh, I just mashed my testicles into the center bar. Oh no. It was a PR. You grab onto a rack or something, lean out, let your elbow fully extend out, and then curl. It's an elite variation. All right, my buddy and I were just talking about flexing out where I don't know if you guys remember that trend from like 2018, 2019 where it was actually probably earlier than that. You got to be old like me to remember, but it was like where you'd flex as hard as you could in the mirror with like no breath in your lungs and then you just fucking pass out, fall over on your face. Very dumb trend, including me because I was one of the dumb ones that did it because I in fact was a teenager. God, that one's a killer. Final bicep pump sets. Another one. Oh, one more to toast him. Make him fucking throb. All right, it's time for the pose down. All right, time for the pose down. We're pumped up and ready to show it off. So the shirt's coming off. Last video, I had somebody asking me how come off. Last video, I had someone asking me how the gym owner and the members felt about me getting in my underwear and flexing. But rest assured, I asked the owner of this gym if I could do this before I had ever did it. So, all right, we're starting to get ever so slightly watery. I am almost 220 pounds, not quite as sharp as we have been in the past, but let's hit some poses. Freaky ass full back, bro. Front double by time. It was back day, but we're still gonna do side chest. Badass. Do my quarter turn now. Back lat time. Back double by. All right, that concludes the pose down. We might have been we may have gotten redundant with the back exercises, but you guys got to see some arms in there too, as well as this is the first time that I've done a video right after work. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you guys checking out the first solo mic'd up video. Hopefully it doesn't turn out like absolute dog shit. So until next time, I'll be probably putting up another. If you guys haven't already seen it, I might have already had it up by now, but a grocery haul for the bulk, where I'm going to talk about some dieting advice, whether you're trying to gain or lose, as well as just how to do your meal prep shopping for, a budget, because most of us have a budget. It's not like we have an unlimited budget to pull from. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, man.